Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So Jonathon Patton has just announced his retirement from the AFL effective immediately. He was the #1 draft pick back in 2011, and it turns out that his career has not been plagued only by injuries, but also by a sexting scandal and some admission into a mental health facility. And there are some screenshots here that are wow. So we're going to have a look at the Daily Mail, who has the screenshots and who posted the story. And we're going to have a look at what the AFL had to say about it as well, and Jonathon's statement himself. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this one out, and let's take a look. So this is from the Daily Mail. It says, AFL star Jonathon Patton, 27, so he's 27 years old, sensationally quits footy after sexting scandal and mental health treatment, as he says sorry for behaviour towards women. So it says AFL star Jonathon Patton has sensationally walked away from the sport after a recent stint in hospital for, quote, mental health treatment. It followed a string of women coming forward to accuse the Hawthorn forward of sending, quote, dirty messages on social media and from his phone. Patton thanked his teammates, coaches and fans at both Hawthorn and GWS for their support before addressing his unacceptable behaviour away from the field in recent years. So this is Patton's statement, and that's a photo of him there. He says, I have made the difficult decision to retire from football to focus on my health, well-being and future outside the game, Patton said on the Hawthorn Club website Friday. So Patton also says, the constant battle to overcome injuries since I entered the AFL 10 years ago, 10 years ago, man, he only played not even maybe 100 games because of injuries, has been relentless and on many occasions overwhelming. Whilst I have loved every minute of playing on the AFL stage, my enjoyment of the game has ultimately diminished. Yeah, I can imagine after the heartbreak of, what did you have, 3 knee surgeries for the ACL at GWS, and he had another knee injury when he got to Hawthorn. He only played a few games with them, and now this comes out. Holy crap. As such, I will not play football at any level this year. He then says, I also want to take this opportunity to apologise for my inappropriate behaviour towards women. Over the past few months, I have taken time to reflect on my mistakes. My actions were completely unacceptable, and I am truly sorry for any distress I have caused. I am committed to continuing to learn from my mistakes and actively making the necessary changes. And then he goes on to talk about how much he appreciates the opportunities by the football clubs, Hawthorn and GWS, for continued support. Well, obviously they have given continued support, because some clubs, even with the #1 draft pick, with the amount of injuries he's had, some clubs would just axe you straight away. But they've stood behind him for a long time, man. It was a decade. It is kind of a shock retirement, but we did hear things going on about these allegations in January. So it says one of Jonathon Patton's ex-lovers claims he would FaceTime her at all hours while naked as she exposes his dirty messages. Yeah, that was when they said he's going to hospital for mental health treatment. And that was back in January this year, 2021. And I think they said it was up to 5 women who've accused him of this. Here's one of the screenshots that was given to the Daily Mail. And wow, might be Instagram. Wow, okay. So apparently these are the 2 women, or 2 of the women, that said he sent them unwanted and inappropriate messages. There's another one showing just the screenshots, him constantly sending messages on her and FaceTiming her. And he was trying to get her to leave her home in Brisbane to go to Melbourne and see him during the pandemic, like the height of the pandemic. So he was trying to get her to get out of Brisbane to go down to Melbourne while it's in lockdown. Maybe we've got to stop blaming Rhino for the COVID booty and blame Jonathon Patton. Yeah, messages like this, if it's unwanted, yeah, that ain't cool. Now, this one says he was stood down by the club indefinitely as an internal investigation went on, and one woman came forward to say that Patton became pushy and unrelenting after they met on a night out in Sydney back in 2016. He's been doing this for a while, apparently, allegedly, sending FaceTimes, Snapchats, texting, and messaging on Facebook. These messages were constant. They were constant, unrelenting, and of an explicit sexual nature. Not a good look for Jonathon, the AFL. So just more screenshots of him sending a bunch of messages. So last season, what happened was, because of COVID, they made a hub for different teams. So one team would play in a certain hub for like a month or so. And apparently, according to allegations made by this woman and another anonymous woman, Patton was still making an effort to meet with women while in the player hub. Oh my God. He just couldn't stop. This is the same woman that he was trying to get to fly from Brisbane to Melbourne to see him during a lockdown. So it says Patton was later admitted to hospital amid the fallout from the bombshell accusations a few months ago. So the AFL statement says, Hawthorn forward Jonathon Patton has apologised for his inappropriate behaviour towards women while announcing his retirement from the AFL. Patton was stood down by the Hawks in January when accused by at least 4 women of sending sexually explicit photos and videos of himself via social media. The number one pick at the 2011 AFL draft on Friday announced his retirement from the AFL effective immediately. Yeah, and then that's his statement saying, I also want to apologise for my inappropriate behaviour towards women. So the AFL's integrity unit, which was investigating the behaviour, has informed the complainants of Patton's decision to retire. Like, that's really gonna... Okay, you're gonna tell those women, oh, he's gonna retire. Like, okay, how does that help them? Ultimately, I think it's the right decision for him. I think he should have retired years ago because of the amount of injuries he had, and he was never getting a full season away. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this video out, and I'll see you in the next one.